Hello, everyone, and we're back. This time we are running the Deadly Device with Jcat. Jcat, introduce yourself and your co-host for us.
Hi, I'm Dre. I'm Jcat, and I am co-hosting with Jim here. And we're gonna play Deadly Device, hopefully without any hiccups, because the last few minutes I had some tech mishaps. So for every $20 that is donated, I am going to be hosting a book giveaway. And let me grab those.
Sounds like 5-year-old me's dream. I used to love reading so much as
Yeah, I'm giving. I am giving away several books, 5 of them actually.
Woohoo.
And so right now we have The Elusive Heiress, which is book number 68. The Sinister Omen, 67. And I actually have 2 covers for The Sinister Omen, so whoever wins this giveaway can pick which cover you like. I have Mystery of the Winged Lion and The Triple Hoax.
Awesome.
And
Very
for
cool
the
prizes.
type of witness, I am giving away 2 books with the help of Veronica. So, yeah.
Awesome. Very exciting. We're very excited for all of those books to give away. And you said every $20?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. We'll just have to keep hitting those goals so we can get all of them in there. Okay, are you ready for the run?
I am, yes. Let me just open up my documents.
Very important thing to have.
Yes, very much so. All right. Let me know when you're ready.
Okay, we'll start in 3, 2, 1, go.
Now we get to stare at this screen for like 10 seconds.
I still honestly think it's pretty dark how this is how the game starts out, and this game is like for kids kind of thing. Like, I'm not saying kids shouldn't see this, but it's like,
Nancy,
holy crap.
you made it. Good.
You couldn't tell me much earlier. What's the story?
You'll find all the information in Nico's desk drawer. The combination.
I kind of already messed up, but that's okay.
1719
Just a few seconds.
Got it. I'll need full access to the lab and a cover.
For the cover, say
It's weird. I kind of miss Lonnie Manolo as Nancy Drew, but it's weird because she's a majority of Nancy in the series. Like, we've only had one other voice actress. It was literally the last game that came
I
out.
can't
But
investigate
it's like, I miss
everything.
Lonnie.
I might have a problem on my hands.
All right. I'll have Ellie set up a demo for you. But that's it. The equipment in this lab is
And while I'm here, I also want to show off my beautiful Crayola mouse.
Approach the case how you want.
It's very light up, and this is what I'm playing with.
Ryan. The police really thought she might be behind
Very
the
pretty.
murder. They just couldn't prove it. She built
I'd
the
love
machine
to
that
have a
killed him,
Stitch
and
mouse. Like,
supposedly she
if there
threatened
was
him.
possible, have a mouse with like
Start there.
stitchers hanging out the
I've got
sides
three
or
in the
something.
office. If you need me, I'll be on my phone.
Oh, they
Good
can make his
luck.
nose the mouse
Stay
wheel.
safe.
That'd be cute.
And please, help me do right by Nico. He was a brilliant scientist and a good man.
This must be the drawer where Victor put the case file.
Yes, thank you, Nancy.
Is it weird when I see someone like speed Nancy forward? It looks like Nancy's freaking just speed walking everywhere she goes. Just gotta get to the next mystery. Let's go.
Hello, Nancy. I forgot to tell you.
Man, it
Been
got
having
dark
a lot of
quick.
outages lately.
Funny you mention that. I think you're having one right now.
It's nothing to worry about. We've got backup on the big systems. Most of the time, Gray can get things back online in an hour. Occasionally, it takes a while, but rarely does it come close to the critical window.
Critical window?
Some of the
All right,
equipment
we have
can
our
get
first donation of the
unruly when
run,
the power
$10
supply
from
is
Lil
consistent.
J, who says, "Woo,
Don't worry about
Crayola
it.
mouse."
Take the time
I agree.
Yes.
It's a very good mouse.
All right. Gotta run.
It's very old, but it works. So, we're dealing with
What's
it.
that? Ah, come on.
That's what I
There's
say
a
about
whole-
myself.
Ow, my
Nancy
toe.
Drew is not this clumsy, dude.
She is today.
We all know this detective. She's not that clumsy. Only in Deadly Device is Nancy
This was
clumsy.
not what I expected when I set the alarm.
We have another donation from Sarah, $5. Let's go, Jcat.
Thank you, Sarah. And we're just going to ignore the alarms and just keep playing aggregation because video games.
Basically me in real life. Ignore the alarms, just play
And
the
I
video.
somehow erased it up, but that's okay. We're just going to restart that.
I forget what the high score is supposed to be. The best Nancy Drew ambience siren sound
Yep.
effect.
I'm even more sorry because I am having terrible luck with this today. Because of course I am.
I
Let me
actually
just-
played Deadly Device, believe it or not. I didn't beat it, but I played it up to this point. I just quit out of frustration.
We have
Because
another
I thought I had it. I thought I had it a few times, but I didn't.
A lot of donations, wow.
Yes, we have another $5 donation from Lauren. Good luck. Let's get a book giveaway going. And yes, let me get this one started. It's for The Elusive Heiress. Type
Elusive Heiress, okay.
yes, exclamation mark enter for that.
Aggregation. Pain.
And remember, whoever wins this giveaway gets to pick between 2 covers.
It's weird I found a Nancy Drew book. Like, I don't even remember which one. I sent a picture of it to the group chat a while ago, but... I had one in my mom's old, book collections, and I was surprised, but then I remembered I found a Nancy Drew game in one of her old CD cases, and it's like, okay, Mom was a Nancy Drew fanatic somewhere.
You, come with me.
And we have another
going
$5
on?
donation
No
from
chit-chat.
Jay, who says, "Hi,
Come
Jcat."
now.
Hello,
Wait to
I'm
get the
pretty
system
sure I
shut
know
down
who
before
Jay
the grid
is,
goes
but...
critical. Get all those switches powered off. I'll do the rest.
Could this have been used to keep the power on? I need to keep this together with any other
Gotta
evidence I
love the
find.
Nancy Drew logic. Puts lives in
Nice
the
work.
hand. Puts
Now get out.
5 lives in the
you?
hands of a
What just
8-year-old
If the grid had
detective.
gone critical, we'd all be dead right now.
At
I'm
least she's
Gray.
smart enough
I don't
to
care
get
who
it,
you are.
though.
Don't tell me. Get out.
Wonderful. That's Dre, everybody.
And that is my favorite character probably of all time.
I love Dre. I did part of my English paper on Dre.
Honestly, Gray is such a deep character. I feel like, yeah, you could make a really good assignment out of him.
Hey there, Nancy
I believe
Drew.
my paper was on
Hi,
mental
Deirdre.
health in the Nancy Drew games, and I talked about his mental breakdown.
Yes. How did you know?
To be fair, I don't think we had a character to comprehend what he has and then
And
kind
you
of
gave him a good
Yeah.
have a
reference?
crisis.
I told him the truth.
That was very nice
Honestly,
of you.
I would,
By the way,
I don't want to,
make a habit of
I
it,
don't have
okay? Bye.
schoolwork
Wait,
to do, but I was
hang on
thinking
a
about
second.
writing a
I
case
might need
study
some
on Red
outside
Row
help with
at
this
some
case.
point.
Did you forget that I don't like
Just
you?
terrible
No,
people
but
or
I know
something
you're
in the
studying
Nancy Drew
criminology.
franchise and his
Maybe
make him the
someday
worst
I could
one.
help you out.
Oh, a non-specific promise with the word someday. Sounds too tempting to ignore. Yes,
Yet, here I go. You gotta love Deirdre.
Yeah, I remember someone said that they don't like her, but they're just like, I can understand. She's a little much for some.
She's a bit of a love-hate character. That's really what she is.
I was gonna say, ironically, she became like a hate-love for me. Like, it was a growing-up situation, though. Like, as a kid to, like, teen, I hated Deirdre, but then as an adult, I ironically loved the woman.
It's
for some reason.
complicated. Get a postgrad in advanced
I really
math
love
and
Deirdre.
electrical engineering, then I'll
I think I
explain
just
it
get
to
her
you.
better as an adult. That's
Put it
probably
in
why.
layman's terms.
Fine. There's this shiny magic that lives in the power lines, and it's dangerous and sly
Yeah,
like a fox. And I'm using
Unpopular
math to trick
opinion,
it
I
into
hate how
leaving the power
condescending
lines,
he is.
without accidentally making everyone die.
That sounds like you're working
Like,
on
I can
the
get why
wireless
people like
transmission
Mason.
of
I just ain't a
electricity to
big
me.
fan of him because
If
I
you wanna
hate
put too
people
fine a
talking
point on
down
it,
to me
go
like I
ahead,
don't know what
stranger.
I'm doing.
Which brings me to my next point.
And Mason hits all
Who am I?
them boxes
Please let
really
the answer be
well.
something that justifies me kicking you out of my workspace.
I'm here on behalf of a new potential owner.
Wrong.
Wrong.
No, that's correct.
No, I mean wrong answer for me. Not the answer I wanted to hear.
Do you know why Ryan would want to hurt Nico?
The police already asked the same thing.
Well, what did you tell them?
I said if I were to have killed Nico, it'd be because he stole my work.
Whoa, hold on.
And we have another
It's just a for
donation,
instance.
$20 from
Is
Silver
it?
Shade 101,
That's
saying
because
you
I
got
think
this,
logically.
Jcat.
Thank you.
I force myself
as
to
soon
think
as
from A to
the
B to C
pin on,
and so on.
In
Ryan
about 2
is
minutes,
all over the place.
I'll
For her,
close the
it's
currently
A to
running
zucchini,
giveaway and
to
start
that thing from
the
TV
next
to
one,
maybe
which is
C,
for the
then
Sinister
on to some non
Omen.
sequitur.
Okay,
I don't trust
sounds
anyone
good.
I can't explain.
I'd better get going.
Goodbye.
I'd love to do like a speed run or something, but then have the donation prize be my mom's old Harry Potter collection if I could actually get it off my brother.
And now we meet Ryan.
AKA
I'm
possibly my
so
favorite
sorry about
character
that.
of this
Are
game.
we cool? Yes.
You know, I realized she could
Good.
actually be a
I
good
was really
case
hoping
study
you'd be
for
the type not to freak out
ADHD.
about something like
Like,
that. Not that you
For
shouldn't.
mental health kind
It's
of thing.
reasonable to freak out after
I
a
love
near-death
Ryan though. She's
experience.
perfect.
Not that that was
She's
super
so
near-death,
energetic, I
but,
love
you know,
her.
closer than what you get walking through most stores.
It's okay.
Yeah, plus she reminds me
I'm
of
fine.
myself. She kind of can't stay
I had
on
a
one
whole argument
topic for
prepared
very
about labs
long.
and the risks of
No,
working
not
with
me. I'm a lot
and
more
the
like Ray.
importance of
I'm a
forgiveness.
grumpy
You want me to
pessimist.
hit all the bullet points?
I realize
That's not
unironically I'm like a
necessary.
mix between
sure?
Greg and
In
Ryan. I got like Ryan's
No, I get
ADD
it.
mind,
I'm
but then I
Ryan.
got Gray's pessimistic nature, so I'm like a weird in between.
That's fair.
Goodbye.
Bye.
I hate that
Bye.
Nancy doesn't even shake her hand. Like,
This could
Nancy,
help
what?
Getting into the lab.
Like, poor Ryan just has to act awkward.
It just makes Nancy like more rude. Also, Ryan looked genuinely like sad. She looked like she was like, I'm sorry if my hand was dirty. I didn't mean to get oil on it.
Yeah. Reminds me of, Chase from, Phil of the Twister.
I was gonna
Just
say
like with
it's
the oil.
like I was just watching Gab Smulders freaking playthrough of it, like her Trail of Twister with Jacksepticeye on there. I still think that
Hey there, champ.
my favorite
my
thing
favorite
that
buddy.
Jacksepticeye
What do
said
you
during
want,
the
Deirdre?
playthrough was that
I
the second that they got into like the house and the music started playing, he's like, "We're in a
that
Texans
so?
YouTube
If not
vlog."
more so, I come bearing apologies. I want to help you,
Yeah,
Nancy
Trail of
Drew.
Twister's got a good
I want to be your
soundtrack
girl
though,
on the
for the
inside
most
of
part.
the exciting world of criminology.
Why the sudden change of heart?
Because
Congratulations to Silver for winning the Elusive Heiress.
Congratulations.
And I will get started on the
And
Sinister
you want to
Omen.
help me
Get
because...
that up
I
and
made a
running.
bargain with my prof.
It's weird when you say Sinister Omen, my brain immediately thinks like Sinister Six, like that one
So I
meme or
help
whatever.
you help me collect data for my paper, and balance is restored to the universe.
How exactly can you help
I
me?
love how she gets
I've got
exaggerative.
permission to use
And
our
balance is
criminal
restored to the universe because my
I
paper
already
is
read up
good.
on the case.
That could come in handy. All right, it's a deal.
Great. Call when you need help, and I'll do what I can. Just don't call me when I'm busy.
Thank you,
Will do.
Deirdre.
You read up on the
No
case,
promises,
right?
Deirdre. I might
I
call you
don't
at the worst time.
understand why Ryan was under so much scrutiny, but never sent
Just
to
do it on
trial.
purpose to spite
From
her.
what I gathered, something didn't add up with the video and the timeline. Someone had to be in the lab with Nico.
All right, and
Still be here today.
the
So if her
giveaway
alibi stands
for
up, it couldn't
the
be
Sinister
her.
Omen is open! Exclamation mark enter. And we
Something's
do
weird
have
about this
another
whole
donation from Ducky, $20. And it says,
I
Mason,
asked
my
her
love.
about the night of the murder. She was pretty much mute.
Maybe we should up
Over
the
here. I can't push
incentive
too
amount.
hard.
We're gonna
Can
go
you see
through
what you
these
can
in no
find on
time.
your end?
I'll see what I can
Yeah, I was
find.
gonna say, with how many donations you're getting, you're probably gonna go through your donations.
You guys are
right?
too effective. But then again, I do have like 5
too
books to give away, so. We're up to what? Number 3?
Yeah,
Can I help you?
I think we're up to number 2.
What brings you here? School?
Actually, I'm
Oh,
checking
sorry,
the lab
my
out for
Discord
a new
window.
potential owner.
And then,
Yes,
yeah,
this is the second
Oh,
one, yeah.
Nancy, right?
okay.
Yes.
Ellie. Victor wanted me to show you the coil. I guess you could say you're lucky.
I wish she was
Most
more
people never get
developed.
to see the inside of the lab.
Yeah, I
And
do
we're not
wish we got
exactly
to
up
see
give
more of
tours,
Ellie. I love her.
considering. Ready?
Like, we get a little insight into her backstory, but it's like only a glimpse, pretty much. We only get like
Yeah.
an outside
Is this
view.
the
They
coil
definitely
that
could have
was
done more with
responsible
her.
for Nico's death?
Yeah, she
Yes, it's been
just
rewired.
knocks out after a while.
It never should have been set up that way in the first place.
It's a
Why
sham
was it
though, because
wired
I
that
honestly was
way?
hoping
There
she'd
must have
be
been a
more
reason,
useful at
right?
the end, kind of
Now,
show.
I need you to focus on what we're
Stuff.
doing. It's
Sorry,
very
I'm this way.
dangerous.
I
What
forget.
you're in right now
The Sailor
is
Mouth
Faraday
one.
cage.
Well, how does it work?
Basically, it conducts the electricity away from whatever is inside it, keeping you safe. Here we go.
Big ol' electricity. Oh no, it's Electro! Maybe honestly, kind of. Someone pointed it out. That villain from Spider-Man, like he has nothing that like
Thanks
makes
for
him
the
any
demo.
different from
Any
any
chance
other
you could let me look around in
electric-using
the lab
villain from the
sometime?
Spider-Man universe.
I'll let you go.
Yeah.
Bye. I
Electrical
wouldn't do that if I were
Spider-Man.
you. Mason's not very
Yeah, people
forgiving.
said that Electro is basically Spider-Man if
don't
he got
wanna be
electrical
messing with
powers but
his
didn't use
stuff.
them right, and it's like, you could say
Sorry,
that
I
for so
was
many
just a
more of
little
his villains
curious.
with other powers that isn't just
No.
electricity.
He's not here. Make you a deal.
Venom's a good example, pretty much, and that's not even electricity, that's an alien suit.
And I'll let you poke around.
Actually, I already beat
Ah, you
Mason's
bet.
high score.
You did good, kid. This is me looking the other way. It's a limited time offer.
I'll let you go.
Goodbye, Nancy.
Okay, time to snoop.
Hides under the bed.
Belgium.
Whoa. Ryan should never have been released. Better follow up on this.
I just remember my physics teacher last year. We were doing the circuit student, and I told her about the endgame puzzle, and she was like, "Oh, that looks hard."
What, Nancy Drew?
Yeah, the endgame puzzle in this.
To be fair, I think it is kind of hard. From what
Oh
I've
yeah,
seen.
it definitely is.
Like I said, I think I played up to when... Yeah, I played up to when I think Ellie and freaking Ryan went off. And then that was about as far as I got, and then I kind of quit the game because I was like, I can't get through this freaking puzzle.
I need to
I'm
get all
stuck.
the numbers shown clockwise
And I don't
on the
want to
wheel
cheat, and I
using a
can't get
binary
through it,
code.
so I quit. Because I'd actually watched Argon Folks
These must be
play
the
through
key
the
cards
game
used to
beforehand, and
access
then I
the
was
lab.
kind of angry I
I should
couldn't
figure out which
remember
number
how to
belongs
get
to
through it.
whom.
But it's like, I'm definitely not
That number
good
is
for
from the
this
night of
game.
the
I'm not good
murder.
for science.
It doesn't appear anywhere else in the logs.
I love Gray's wallpaper.
Yeah.
Like, just
510, 257.
infinite.
I remember when I first attempted this speed run for this speedathon, that number was actually wrong in the Doodle Doc, and I spent so long trying to figure out what I was doing wrong. But no, it was just a typo.
She's
Oh, I got
passing the
freaking
security
angry at
system.
the card key puzzle.
Interesting.
If you know which one I'm talking about.
BFR. Okay, now time for this fun thing. I
that's
suck at these puzzles.
Wow.
These are probably like one of my worst puzzles.
Honestly, I got frustrated with it because I did the puzzle at least like 3 times and then I gave up on it, and then at one point Gray even caught me and I was so upset.
Yeah, it's hard.
It is, because if you take too long, Gray catches you, and if
7,
you do it too fast, you might get it wrong.
9.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just like looking and I don't know. Oh, I think you put the red one.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, I wasn't sure. I was like, is that right?
I had to fix it for a second.
That doesn't sound good.
I just remembered I wanted to make a Pokemon region of my own, and it was based in Antarctica, but then ironically I didn't have this freaking fire starter drawn out. I just drew out the other 2. I drew out the Norwal water starter, and I drew out the grass reindeer, like caribou mon, but I didn't draw out the muskox fire starter. Because I didn't know what to do with it. I was like, how do I draw this?
Something must be broken. The red must mean it's locked. I bet if I turn everything blue, it'll open.
Look, it's like that one Mario Party game.
This looks dangerous.
I weirdly enough just remember 7, because that was the only one I ever played growing up. Nancy makes something combustible here.
All the time, yeah. There's like a big smoke plume.
Oh yeah, I was like wondering if there was a different game over for this. Because I was like thinking, doesn't she explode herself in the freaking photo negative room in Danger by Design?
That too.
I want to know how does that ignite? Nancy doesn't have a match on her, surely not. It's like when the diner
Nancy?
exploded.
What's up?
And Secret Team Go, there's just no match or any spark. It just explodes because there's gas.
Pretty much.
We have another donation, $100 from Anonymous.
Whoa.
Saying, I need that game show tonight. Don't we all? Thank you so much. And
oh shoot, I forgot the capacitors. You distracted me.
Seems to be useful.
Thank you so much for the $100. Whoa.
And we're also starting up the giveaway for the triple hoax, so exclamation mark enter for that.
We really should raise the incentive value.
Yeah, that's freaking right. I don't know what's going on. Nancy Drew the deadly device money-making machine.
Who's there?
Oh, that's weird. This is not supposed to happen until later. Oh well. I think I accidentally did something out of order, but that's fine.
I think this is actually. Do you think it's Victor or someone trying to scare you?
Hard to tell.
That's what and it never gets explained either, does it?
No. I assume it's Victor, but it's weird.
Yeah, because it never gets explained and no one makes any noise to discern. It's kind of like when the note gets dropped under the door and message in a haunted mansion. That never gets explained either. They can message in a haunted mansion leaves a lot.
Yeah,
a lot
untouched.
untouched.
I meant to fix it earlier. Get me some Cocomellas from Nico's office, and I'll have it working for you.
It was still weird. I could hear her voice actress when I listened to Dagny the first time. Like the second I heard Dagny, I honestly knew that it was Ryan. I was like, that sounds like Ryan trying to be intimidating.
I think I've got the plans here.
I don't mind that. It's
Here
just
you go.
funny that it weird.
Thanks.
Thank you. Working here, I forgot that phrase existed.
Do you know how I can get the little Tesla coil in the lab to work?
The circuit board is shot. You seem like you know what's up.
I'm almost terrified I'm
I
going to
bet you can make a
accidentally
new one
choose one of
yourself.
those two
You'll find
conversation
everything you need in the
options.
photo lab.
I'll let you go.
Because they're like
Bye.
long conversations and I'm not supposed to do them.
Yeah, you can't blame you. I just realized, like, what is the fastest time you could probably get through Shadow at the Water's Edge? Because it's a very dialogue-heavy game.
Control plate.
I was
Ryan
just
gave me
thinking,
should
because it's
help
like,
with this.
this one isn't that bad. It's got a lot of dialogue, yeah, but you can skip a majority of, like, the longer dialogue trees because they're optional. But holy crap,
looks like a
Saw has
memory
so
lock.
much dialogue that requires to be heard, and it's long.
The thing about Midnight in Salem is that it has a lot of dialogue, but it's at least skippable.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think Shadow at the Water's Edge was made before they gave the fast-forward sentence option, so you were stuck there listening to Takai drag on her sentences. Nothing against, like, the voice actress, but they made her drag her lines out so bad. She sounds like she doesn't remember the words she's saying as she's saying them.
Okay.
Great.
It's kind of funny because Renata actually, like, from the next game, talks faster than Takai, and I think she's older than Takai.
Really?
Like, I'm not sure. If you think about it, like, aren't they around the same age almost? Because
Maybe.
Captain Princess comes out, like, a couple of months after Saw, so...
What's up?
Yeah, no,
Here's the
Renata
candy
talks,
bar
like, a
you wanted.
normal speed, and then Takai talks kind of slow,
Great.
so... Maybe
I'll start
different
fixing
places?
it right now.
I don't know. I feel bad for Ryan. Her and Miwako could not get along.
Yeah, I'm an only child, so I can't really relate to the whole sibling dynamic.
No,
But I do get the family pressure.
It's Wednesday.
Yeah, I didn't,
39 hours of work.
I have a sibling, but we're not a traditional kind of thing. That's the thing, I'm looking at it from outsider's perspective. I don't know how it is to have a traditional kind of family where they look at tradition as, like, sacred kind of thing. Like, you can break traditions around here and they wouldn't care, but Takai took her traditions very seriously.
Whoa, better follow up on this.
All right, congrats to Lil J for winning the Triple Hoax giveaway.
Yeah.
And,
Congratulations.
and now we have The Mystery of the Winged Lion, which sounds interesting. I've never read it, but
I've read it, I
I'm
just
interested.
forget what it's about.
It's about a winged lion. What more do you need, you know?
That's true.
It's about the I was gonna make a joke about the Nemean lion from Greek mythology, but that's not what it's
I
about.
found these notes in the lounge. Is this your handwriting?
Yes.
So you admit to
Oh,
threatening
poor Ryan.
Nico.
It looks like a threat,
I
but it
feel really bad for her in this whole
What
game.
else could it possibly be?
Like,
It
even
says
when I
right
first
here.
I know what it
played the
says.
game kind of thing, I didn't
Then
think she was
what?
guilty. I felt bad
warning.
for her.
It means just what it says. He wanted me to build something.
Imagine
that
it was a
killed
plot
him.
twist and Ryan really
I had
did
to make
do
sure
it.
he knew what he was working with.
Do you have
I would,
anything to prove
like,
that's
it'd be
true?
terrifying, but it'd
You know
be
what?
cool as
I need you to leave me
heck,
alone right now.
honestly, 'cause it'd be
Like,
fun.
it actually was the most obvious suspect.
Yeah, but then they try and make you think that it's, like, someone else entirely. Like, they make Victor purposefully as, like, over dramatic as he is, but then
find
he's
anything
just
on
dramatic.
Ryan?
That's it.
Nancy, Ryan's alibi stands up. She couldn't have killed Nico.
What? How do you know?
She told the police that she won an award. That was her alibi. But it left her with enough time to sneak back in. It wasn't airtight. Close, but not perfect. There was nothing in the crime database. But I had a hunch. I went to the journalism lab and used their photographer database. The ceremony was a national story, so a bunch of freelancers put their shots up for sale.
You found pictures of Ryan, but what does that prove?
By itself, nothing. But count 'em, two different photographers submitted photos of Ryan standing near a visible clock.
She couldn't have made it back in time.
Yes, that was the finale I was building to and was excited to get to say out loud that you
I
interrupted.
stand you, Deirdre. Don't
Deirdre,
worry.
you're amazing.
That is a genuine compliment. Okay. I'm working on tracking down the photographers, but it could take weeks.
All right, we are
For
getting
now,
close to
it
the
looks
part
like
of the
Ryan.
game that I struggle the
I
most
better get
on.
going.
See ya.
Because it's so tight, and I can never do it. But yesterday I had a very good run about it.
I found a way to prove that Ryan's innocent. It wasn't
So-
her.
What? What do you mean?
Deirdre's reaction, do
Photos
you
from her
actually
award
think she's been
ceremony prove
complimented
she
before,
couldn't
or do
make
you
it to
think
the
she's
lab in
used
time.
to it?
It's not possible.
Yeah, poor Deirdre. She needs just needs some love.
I'm sure it was her.
She
Deirdre's
needs
working on
someone
getting the
to be
photos
there
over to the
for that's
police now.
supportive.
They'll reopen the case and everything will just stall out again.
Okay, what's my next move then?
I don't know. I have to think.
Ryan, we're sorry.
You really are innocent. I'm sorry I ever doubted you.
Don't be sorry. It's the smartest course of action. Look, I gotta ask you.
Imagine if that was a
You're
hint
not
towards
really
Ryan
here
being a
for
bad
new
guy.
investor. You're here to look into
Yeah,
what
for
happened
real.
to Nico, aren't you?
Don't be sorry. It's only
Okay.
the right course of action.
I
You
100%
suspected
believe
me.
you. But if you were lying, you should know that
Okay.
I'd answer any question you have about anyone.
I'll let you go.
Later.
I absolutely suck at this puzzle, so we're gonna pray and hope I can actually do it in one try.
We believe in you. Good vibes.
Here's hoping.
My rats
Okay,
are
here we
saying
go.
all the scribes amidst munching their food. There you go. Isn't this like a recopy of the one puzzle from Alibi and Ashes, or is that just me?
Not sure.
Because it looks like the jammer puzzle. Hmm. Oh, I didn't know you could connect them to the red orb things.
All
Got it.
done.
Okay.
Now it's time to etch the design.
Alright, let's go.
Here's hoping I did that fast enough. Okay. So turn start.
You know, this game always...
Oh my god, I did it. Okay.
This
2,
game
3, 4, left, 1, 2, right, 1, left, 1, 2, left, 1, 2, right, 1, 2, right, 1, 2, left, 1, 2, 3, right, 1, 2, right, 1, 2, left, 1, 1. Okay.
Back off, old man.
Why does Nancy never get a job as someone who could actually get money?
And I said back off.
Is she set for life? Is that what the problem is?
I don't want to see you here screwing around after hours.
Are you crazy? This is mine. Leave me alone.
Yeah, you better.
I
run.
better get going.
I feel bad.
Oh, I did
that-
it too early.
I
Oh
just
well.
really Ned, Best, George, and Frank and Joe all don't have a purpose to talk to you besides optional conversations.
Don't know you. Who let you in?
Like this one time you just been talking to
We've already
DD.
met in the lab.
Yeah.
I only
Never
want to
mind.
talk to
I'm
DD.
Nancy.
Screw the
I'm
rest.
here doing research for a new owner.
Just what this place needs.
You're not a fan of the idea?
Nope.
Why not?
Not a fan of most ideas.
Makes sense.
Was that sarcasm? Don't answer. I don't actually care.
What
That
were
was
you
me in a
shredding?
nutshell. Don't ask me.
Nothing.
It didn't seem like nothing.
Leave it alone.
Bye.
Bye.
He was so polite at the end. What happened between tones? Leave it alone. Bye. Bye. Maybe he's like Clara, he just prefers you don't pry into his personal life and likes it when you leave him alone.
Strange. What's Ellie up to with
Another
this?
donation from Lauren, $30 for doing it on the first try. That was very
Yes.
impressive. So congratulations.
Lauren, I practiced that stupid puzzle so many times.
We will also be starting the giveaway for one of the captive witness books. So that is also
I think that's
up and
right.
running.
Okay.
I need to get this to add up correctly.
I wish I knew how to write it out, but I'd honestly write Nancy Drew novels based off each game. With like accurate information each game, so it's not copy paste in the book.
What's going on here?
I don't know, it'd be fun. Or have a book novella written from like Nancy's perspective, like to her dad or something. I don't know.
I wrote like a Nancy Drew fanfiction when I was like 11 years old on Wattpad. And I got to like chapter 4 before I just stopped.
Honestly, I'd have loved to write a Nancy Drew story when I was a kid. I had like no idea, but then as an adult, I'm over here like, I want Nancy Drew and Deirdre to hook up. Screw that.
I never understand how Nancy can even know what pages Gray shredded. Like, it's not the only one.
Nancy is just psychic, I guess, or she's like Aang. She can detect when it's correct. Just imagining Nancy putting her hand over the trash can and she like the shredded paper, and then she just senses which ones are which, like, and then like, I can't even think, like a Shinigami or something.
I realized I forgot to do that, so... And I'm still holding the shredded pages.
I need to figure out what was on this page before Gray shredded it.
Oh look, it's a copy paste of the basket puzzle from Shadow Ranch. I don't mind, honestly.
Come on,
like,
connect. Oh, are you on this side? Yes.
I actually really like Shadow Ranch. It's a pretty good game.
Shadow Ranch is a great game.
I should play it more often. I also kind of wish Mary Yazzie got more fleshed out.
Yeah.
But I also kind of get why she wasn't. She's not really around.
There wasn't really much they could do with Mary Yazzie, to be real honest.
Yeah. Other than, I guess, technically, like, force a backstory on her, which would kind of suck. I mean, like, we know enough about her. She's a woman, which is a woman who hangs out in her shop, and she's dating Tex. Oh, they're the one in the, so there's one piece.
Here we go.
There you go.
Got it.
How does
Find a way to
Nancy
take
keep
this with me?
Oh yeah, she tapes it together, doesn't she?
What was put into safekeeping? What was Nico?
Man, that
working on?
tape job, Nancy.
Some sort of code?
Yeah, Nancy, what are you doing with the tape?
Nancy's just ripping it with her teeth. She's not even using the tape thing.
Gray's shredded notes seem to mention.
Sort of looks like they're so freaking like rigid and ripped wrong. It looks like Nancy's just shredding them as she's going. Meanwhile, the box later on that she tapes up like all over is pristinely taped. Man, you have to remember that like off the top of your head kind of stuff. That's hard. And to be fair, if we, like, it's like if you had me get on Wind Waker, even though I haven't played it in like almost a year and a half. I can show you where every last secret in the game is, just because I played it for years.
If it is... Wait, what's that code in the corner?
Wait, so how far would you actually say you are percentage-wise for the game? How are you doing this over...
Letter above.
Not sure.
Oil. Okay, I'll give that a try.
Alright, add that to the list of glitches.
Maybe 75%?
I was just curious because I was like, you were zooming through the story like really fast. You should probably get yourself stuck here soon.
Something must be broken.
Yes, I know it's broken. Put it in. Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay.
I still think my favorite moment like I've ever watched from the Nancy Drew series is like when Message in a Haunted Mansion, she walks up to the fire and just repeatedly says fire till it burns the mansion.
Fire. Fire.
Fire.
It's too late.
Yeah, really, Nancy.
Replace capacitors like Ryan's.
We have another donation, $20 from Veronica. Here's my $10 for concussions 2 and 3 that she missed while she was taking a little nap. So, yes, so we have the giveaway going for the Captive Curse right now, and since we have 2 copies of that, I will draw 2 people. I think I can do that. If not, we'll
Why
find
am
out.
I being incompetent?
When you said draw 2 people, I thought you meant like hand draw them, and I was like, that's gonna take a long time.
Well, you know, I'm just gonna be an artist, and whoever wins, not only will they get a book, they will also get a loving portrait of themselves.
They'll get a free pet portrait.
My brain kind of short-circuited on how this puzzle works, but it's fine. We're back on track.
I'm gonna be honest, I'm probably hungry, but it all looks like a bunch of jelly beans. Like stuck in metal.
All right.
Biggest question of the day for this game. How does Mason get stuck? We don't know. Also, don't you love that in the chemicals puzzle from Haunting of Castle Malloy, H2O is explosive?
Okay, I might as well say it. I really don't think the chemical puzzle is that bad. I know it gets a lot of hate, but guys, it's really not that bad.
I don't think it's that bad either. I was just laughing at the fact that if you squeeze H2O too hard, it freaking explodes.
I think there may be something
I mean, maybe
weird
it
about the
spills
security
and mixes
video
with the
from
other
Untitled
containers. I don't know.
Could you take a look at it with me?
That is weird.
Like, I can understand if you're squeezing like C4 or something that's literally like volatile or something, but H2O is water. Nancy Drew just upset the water so bad it boiled and it freaking exploded.
I heard that theoretically we could... Wait.
What?
Right there.
Yeah, no, I realized people can complain too much about certain puzzles. Like, I realized if you can get around, like, how nanograms work, the endgame nanogram for Saw isn't nearly
I
as
love
bad.
nanograms.
And then
I do them so often.
I'm a Sudoku nut, so I can deal with the monster Sudoku puzzle George sends you. I can care less. I love Sudoku. My mom made me grow up off it.
That footage must have been flagged. Whoever killed Nico knows what we just saw.
The only one I
dun.
can't understand are renograms for some reason. I don't know why. They're like the only one I can't get, even though it's like you're just supposed to put the numbers, I think, in order.
Renograms.
Yeah, renograms, but You get what I mean? I don't know what they're exactly supposed to do, other than I think you're supposed to put numbers next to each other so where they're touching, but they're also counting up to the correct number.
But no one wants you lurking around here.
I'm not sure.
Why don't you just leave me to my
I get
work?
nanograms are technically for making pictures out of numbers.
Stop. Someone's activated the machine.
And then Sudoku's obviously Sudoku is its own puzzle. And then I'm not sure what renograms
I need to
are.
find a way to turn off all of the power.
But I don't mind them. It introduces me to more of the puzzles that people of the culture like. Even though there aren't too many from Japanese culture that are in basically Shadow at the Water's Edge, I realize there's just those 3.
Are you doing?
Then I guess technically the pachinko parlor, but I don't know if that would count as a puzzle.
Nice job. You saved me some paperwork back there.
It's more like an arcade
that we
game than
couldn't be meeting
anything.
under better circumstances. It wasn't exactly fair of me to ask you to take on such a large task. It looks like your ride is going to be a little late.
I beg you
Get
don't
settled
start
in the lounge
insulting
and
people's
please,
food and then
don't
throwing
touch
plates in the trash.
I'm going to need all of your passes and keys.
I don't know why. Look at Victor. I see
Where did
Joe
you even
from
get
freaking
this?
MasterChef.
No, I don't even want to know.
What's going to happen next?
Snow clears, you leave. I leave, hire a professional next time. Killer gets found,
All right.
killer goes to jail.
We're almost
I'll let you
done.
go.
Mm-hmm.
I like how Nancy just doesn't even object. She's like, I bet I'm gonna solve it myself.
She's just gonna go behind his back like immediately.
Nancy in a nutshell is just a definition of the DJ Khaled meme. Well, you just played yourself.
Did you hear? A
Yep, pretty
snowstorm
much.
of gloriously epic proportions is bearing down on us. I might get to break out the snowmobile. Or
So
we might get
unironically,
snowed in.
I saw him in a Papa John's
need a new
meme,
key card.
or like
Can you help?
commercial, and then he
Well,
also
sorta.
said, "Don't play
Here,
yourself
this should
in
be
it,"
the
and it made me laugh. Unironically, I don't know why.
I need your help distracting Victor.
I've got just the
Warning
thing.
for your
What
ears.
is it?
For winning one edition of the Captive
That
Curse.
is awful.
And we have another one going. Or, sorry,
Victor
Witness Book. Sorry.
hates it. Like,
so-
Don't
mega
forget to
super
roll
hates it
Captive
to
Witness
infinity.
twice.
If I leave this thing
Yes,
running
well,
for
I
more
couldn't
than
roll
a
it again,
second,
so I just
he'll be
started a new
yelling at
one.
me to
So you
turn
can
it
enter
off.
that if you didn't get it.
Perfect.
But Nancy, I also hate it, and I hate getting yelled at by Victor. So whatever
Captive
you need
Witness
to do,
is the only one I'm
please
giving away
do it
2
quickly.
of.
Okay, I'll give you a minute, and then I'll let her rip.
I'll be honest, if I was Victor and Ryan kept doing this to me under like Nancy's like asking, I think I'd just lose my mind.
Yeah, true. Poor Ryan. Poor Ryan.
And not only does she have to freaking do that, like deal with the sound, she also has
Yeah.
to deal with going off on her because she keeps doing it.
I have
It's
the
all
clues
worth it
I
in the
need.
end, though.
Time to figure out the correct sequence.
I just realized that, weirdly enough, that sound that the thing that Ryan has, the thing that freaking squeals, it sounds like an automaton when it got like the pitch and it's just squealing. It sounds like that thing. I don't remember
This has to lead to whatever
automatons.
Nico was hiding.
Possibly. They're like little musical notes, and they're really
Biometric
cute.
fingerprint scanner. This could be a challenge.
For some reason, I really struggle with doing things in order right here. So we are gonna explicitly try not to do that.
We're gonna pry into Gary's personal life and make him upset because he had an existential crisis a couple years ago.
Cabinet.
That might be Nico's fingerprint on that model.
Tape.
Got it. What's that?
We don't care.
We're stealing from you, Victor. You ain't stopping us now.
Leafer.
Yeah, it's just Kevin McAllister.
Fingerprint. Wafer. Start.
Imagine Nancy just has a BB gun and blasts him in the head with a marble. Hello.
How am I doing on time?
Pretty sure, I don't know.
Hello?
Daggone.
We're at 47,
Is
just
there
above 47 minutes.
anything I can do to convince you to give me
Nice.
some of your
That's about on par
bears?
with
Yes.
normal, I think.
Victor is a candy hoarder. Liberate his sugar stash and bring it to me.
Imagine you give
Why
us
can
a
I
rock
not?
back and she's just bouncing
I'd
off the
better get
walls
going.
hyper.
Later. Yes?
Bye.
I probably shouldn't laugh about that, but I just imagine her being like the chipmunks from Alvin and the Chipmunks. You give her too much sugar, she's literally just bouncing off the walls, going insane.
Oh, that's what I missed. See, I always do this out of order. I was supposed to switch to Day and then go talk to Ryan. I always miss like one line in that make the fingerprint part. I don't know why.
So I'm just curious, besides like once, do you actually need to go in Mason's area more than like once?
You go twice. One to like snoop initially, and then the second to build the piece.
And then do you get anything from Ellie's area?
No.
Oh.
Ryan promised to give me
So
some
both of them
that
are pretty
helped her.
much
I
useless
should
in the
wait.
grand scheme of like the plot.
Sorry, Ryan, but I need to commandeer these bears.
Nothing against them, I just realized like Ryan and Gray are possibly the only ones who have contributed to the plot out of the main crew so far. That you see it.
Yeah, so we just got another donation. Dr. Ray Ray said for the memes and donated $102.14,
I need to
which
my
brought us
God.
to $694.20. So thank you, Dr. Ray Ray.
Oh. Except I'll probably stream the first time I play Hogwarts Legacy or something. I don't know, I want to start like having a streaming career, but I want to start on a good kind of like first impression, I guess. But I don't know what to do as a good first impression as a game. So maybe a blind playthrough of Hogwarts Legacy, because I genuinely don't know anything about it besides the fact you can customize yourself in
before I
it.
can use it.
Pretty much.
Right here, Nancy.
I need to make a fingerprint mold.
Does Nancy ever?
Oh shoot! I never grabbed the fingerprint. Ah.
Ow. Nancy be like Speed Racer on her feet. Speed Racer!
You're like, I forgot something. And I still need to talk to Ryan because I also forgot that. Shoot.
Imagine Victor sitting with his office door open, Nancy's on the same floor, she just goes flying past him, and he just looks like... And then he just calls out, Nancy, you okay? I forgot something, sir, I'm going!
I'm sorry to ask again, but can you distract Victor for me?
Dear ears and general
Or
feelings
Ryan.
of self-worth, I am so sorry
Don't
for
worry,
what's about
Ryan,
to
you only
happen
gotta
to
do it
you.
one more time.
Your sad
I think.
friend, Ryan.
We
Okay,
love you, Ryan.
now I can go make the fingerprint.
I also kind of wish we could call Ryan in another game.
That'd be pretty cool.
I know she's a later character, but it's like, if you could have called her about like some tech stuff, that would have been fun. Plus, she's just a fun character. You could hear about her talking about like a motorcycle or something. I realized unironically Ryan's a pretty deep character though. Or like, she has a decent, like, established backstory. Also, it's weird, half the time, like, I just realized Nancy has, like, less of a fleshed out backstory
like
than
it's
some of the
powered off.
characters she runs into. Like, we got a personality for her, we got, like, a setting for her house, but we don't, like, got really a backstory besides what happened to her mom. Like, we don't know anything about Nancy's, like, kid years versus, like, her teen years, when she became a detective. Like, what made her want to become a detective so bad? They don't show it to us.
I mean, her dad is a lawyer. She probably picked it up from him.
Off to a running start. Ryan's getting
Yeah, I
more
wish we just got more about her. Because Silent Spy could have actually had that if they wanted to. They could have more flashbacks with Carson and Kate or something.
The parts arrived today for the pigeon.
I guess they didn't want to make a model for Carson, though. Fortunately.
Should something happen to me, hopefully someone will figure out what that means. Tesla was lucky to live before the nuclear age took full flight. He never had to scrutinize his work. He could brag about death rays or the earthquake machines he had, and the tyrants of the world wouldn't take notice. That's no longer the case.
I find it interesting that Nico is like,
To him, it was just the mechanics of the thing.
he's so cold, I guess, but then he's friends with Ryan.
Finding the perfect pattern.
Alright, maybe later, now maybe grounded.
Syncing up with the steady tap of his
Okay.
Where's Michael? Stability was exposed from
I don't know, he ran off.
a hopeful lie. I always like to think that's how Wardenclyffe came down.
No.
Not with a wrecking ball.
I don't know where he ran off to. He went outside and I haven't seen him since.
What was Nico up to with a pigeon? This must be what Nico was talking about in his diary.
I like that if you mess with that enough, you get an Easter egg.
Yeah. Just kind of poops out.
It makes me kind of wish you could get an Easter egg to Lulu, because it's a bird.
This must be the key to one of Nico's passwords.
That'd be pretty neat.
Yeah, like imagine you tapping enough, it gives you like a voice line from Blackmore Manor where she says like you're gonna need a bigger boat or something. I don't know, I kind of miss Lulu.
Building Nico mentioned.
Like I realized I started a game, I started my first mystery of Nancy Drew on a game where they had an animal sidekick and there's only about like 3 to 4 in the entire series and it's kind of like, dang. I get they're hard to animate though.
Now we have the G. This is so satisfying.
Yeah.
This must be the unedited footage.
Unedited footage. Imagine if she never picks up.
Yeah.
This mystery would just halt so bad.
Bye.
I think I did it too early. Oh well.
Victor.
That's the problem. I always have really bad timing when it comes to the dialogue skips, but luckily it only loses me a second or two.
What was that?
And we do have another donation from literally 1984 for $20. We are your
all of my
overlords.
electronics just got fried.
Which would be understandable if you guys could see the chat.
What's the chat saying?
Oh, there was just a little hiccup where Twitch Shield got enabled and silenced everybody.
Oh.
No big deal though, so.
Just in case you were wondering, yes, Victor's yelling is starting to crush my soul a little
We're
bit.
so sorry,
I made
Ryan.
a chart to illustrate my feelings on the situation.
Ryan, are you going deaf?
This line represents my happiness and well-being over time. You may notice the steep decline. This frowny face here is because this is the first time I've made a chart, and it turns out it's very boring. That is also why there is a dragon and a dog on the skateboard and other stuff.
It's a beautiful drawing, Ryan.
I need your help.
Robot Speedrun on the left kind of looked like Burr from Invader
It was
Zim.
Victor. He killed Nico.
Yeah.
There's an Invader Zim in this like universe that's actually really cute.
But it got zapped
because
when I
that
tried
means
to take it
Ryan
out of
likes the
Nico's
show.
secret lab.
And Ryan's a
Secret
nerd.
lab? Zapped? What?
Which
I'll
isn't
explain
bad.
later. I
I'm a
just need a
big
way to get
freaking
the
nerd.
video out without getting it ruined.
You need to find a way to make a Faraday cage. That should get the drive out without wiping it. Get the drive out, I'll work on what to do next. Take this, it'll help.
This box might be just what I need to build a Faraday container. This might work.
Or maybe it'll backfire and electrocute you.
What?
Sorry. I'm just so happy we're gonna bust him. And also really scared he'll catch us and kill us all. I'm on a roller coaster right now.
Poor
Ellie
Ryan.
and I'll gas up the snowmobiles and split up to double our chances of reaching help. Do not let him catch on. If he knows you're about to get the video out, he will kill you. Play it cool, Nancy.
Goodbye.
Later.
It's actually kind of scary. Ryan's not wrong, though.
Yeah.
Like, if you think about other culprits, they're not usually this, like, angry. And then frickin' Ryan's just, like, on the mic. He'll kill you if he catches you.
I don't need another board right now.
Nancy, grab the tinfoil.
Actually, yeah, why no? Oh, I don't know. Maybe plastic has a different conductivity for electricity or whatever than metal. Because, I mean, to be
Rubber
fair...
is shockproof.
You can make a portable Faraday cage. Hope
Oh yeah,
this
that's
works.
probably why. Because there might be a rubber thing. There might be rubber on the outside of the tape.
This box should keep the
That
drive
might be
safe.
why she's using tape, because aluminum would technically conduct it, kind of, and since it's a form of metal, or at least it would cause it to electrify what's inside the box, or it would cause Nancy to get electrocuted because she's holding the box.
Okay, it's transferred. All right, I just might be able to get
How
this
does
through
Nancy
the door
carry this
safely.
freaking box around? I don't know.
I have done this run an incredible amount of times where I have forgotten to grab the drive after
Gray!
downloading it.
Hello, Nancy.
Gray's dead!
Gray's just dead on the floor and we're ignoring him.
He's dead!
You're correct. Well, that's unfortunate for you.
Imagine you
Victor,
start hearing Cedric's
why are you
father in the
doing
background.
this?
That's my boy!
Lab. That was the one thing
My
I asked you to
son!
do, and you couldn't. You see, Nancy, I knew Nico had something hidden in
Okay,
him.
time for this terrible puzzle that I still don't really understand.
To stay
You know what I just realized you unironically
You
have
got
done?
away with murder.
Hmm.
Why not make a
You've
break
played
for
the
it?
entire
Why
run
the
and you
elaborate
never once
plan?
died.
Murder investigations don't just go
Yep.
away.
Yep.
Someone had to take the fall, Nancy.
I was only
I love
taking
how
notes.
Nancy's just
To give someone a
looking up at random stuff.
That friend of
Nancy
yours
during a
sold you short.
playthrough, and it's like, well, that's to be
why you're
expected.
here.
Sometimes the
You were
wrong
supposed
ends
to
aren't
drum up enough
obvious.
evidence to get Ryan put away. But no.
Me who just remembers blowing myself up really bad and have to curse a crap ton because I didn't understand the alchemy concept.
How guilty these two are.
You
So
knocked me
Veronica
out,
threatened
and then
to
planted the key
shield the
card.
chat again, and Hotchkiss My Grits has donated $10 to appease Veronica, and Silvershade 101 also donated $10 saying no, Veronica.
Why, what's the chat doing?
The cage won't last long against the coil. I'll need to find a way to get out without getting electrocuted.
I just really like when
I bet Ryan's electrical components will help here.
Why is Veronica threatening the chat?
This must be the schematic for the circuit.
Because it's Lily. Lily would
get this
threaten the
working
chat if
before
she
it's
was
too
a real
late.
person. Lily would threaten to hold Nancy hostage or some stuff, probably, I don't know. So what would you guys like say is the worst, or what would you say is the worst like Nancy Drew endgame puzzle? Like it's actually like it's a bad puzzle kind of thing. Like,
Find
it's
some
not-
of the 7 chips.
I've heard that one's good, but it's also bad at the same time.
This should give me a chance to escape.
Like I said, it's got like you can make fires and good, but some say it's good.
Victor, why would you go out into the electricity? Just why?
Because Victor ain't thinking.
And time. That was an hour and 1 minute
Murder of Nico
and 40 seconds.
Due
That
to
is
his
a
attempts to
PB,
subvert
right?
Justice. He's
No,
been
my
denied bail
PB is
until
like
his trial.
57 minutes, but
Word is he's willing to strike
But
that's
for-
my
the
second best.
leniency.
Yeah.
But I doubt
Awesome
so
great,
judge
yeah.
found. Potential buyers
So-
they
Even
would
with
have
a whole lot of mistakes,
came
but
forward immediately.
Well,
It was
you
quickly
know, you
proven
did
they
great.
had no idea about Victor's
So,
involvement in Nico's
where
death.
can we find
Regardless,
you?
they decided to cut funding for the lab.
I have an Instagram, even though it's not really Nancy Drew related.
Snuck back into the lab the night
That's
after Victor's arrest.
JCAT
With a drive
_NGUYEN.
Gray spent weeks chasing him down until he
Other than
finally
that, I'm
caught
just
him
on
trying to make a
Discord.
sale at the Technology of
Cool.
Tomorrow conference.
Is there anything else you'd
After
like
a
to
heated
tell
public
us?
argument that sent the Technology of Tomorrow
Um,
bloggers into a frenzy.
This was awesome, and thanks for letting me get rid of some of my duplicate books.
Would remain with Mason and Ellie, provided they assist.
Awesome. Okay. Thank you guys. We are going to be right back. Next up is going to be, I know what's going on next, Haunted Carousel.
All right. Oh, should the winners DM me or?
We will DM Veronica.
Okay.
Gotcha. Okay, we'll be right back.